Hello everyone, good morning. That was a lot of snot, wasn't it? That was a lot of snot in my throat. I apologize. What can you do when you've been sick for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Too many weeks. Too many weeks. Today is a very, very exciting day, and YouTube made me buy it. I feel like this is one of the most hyped things on YouTube that I've ever done a video on. Are you ready? Does this blank package mean anything to you? Probably not. Everyone else got a box, I feel like, on YouTube, but I just got this little package thing. It's ColourPop! Woo! Yes, indeed. I placed an order for ColourPop things. Some of you lovely viewers out there pimped me out with some more ColourPop things. We've got this quad. I'm so sorry, I forgot your name, but I know exactly which package this came in, I think. I always start doubting myself when I start filming, but you gave me all of those brushes and tons of samples of things and just generous, and I think I squealed when I saw this because I hadn't gotten any of the other stuff yet. So that was very exciting. And then also my friend here on YouTube, Pooty, she sent me some stuff that she has used and didn't want anymore from ColourPop. So yeah, I'm super excited. So excited, I'm getting a little hot in here. Let's roll up those sleeves. I wanted to show you all. I feel like I got ripped off in terms of packaging. I mean, I didn't order a ton, but like, I don't know. So this is how my bag came. I mean, I think the papers were inside of the foam as well. Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't really matter. But basically, I got a little packet and then some foam just wrapped around the things. That seemed a little strange to me. Like, these could have broke so easily. I don't know. But I basically got everything that ColourPop has to offer so that I can test it out for you guys, with you guys, except for bronzer, because I'm not a bronzer person, you guys. So I'm sorry. I saved my $8. I hope that's okay with you. I'm going to be hypercritical of all this stuff because of the hype that ColourPop Cosmetics has gotten on YouTube. Now, is that fair, unfair? I don't know. But I'm that way with most YouTube made me buy it products, so my expectations are high. I'm just okay. If you are unfamiliar with ColourPop, if you ordered a shadow or cheek product, they send you a card with some explanations and tips and tricks on them. Definitely ColourPop, they are trying to appeal to a very young audience, I believe, or they're trying to be like hip. It's just the way that they write in their explanations of things. This feather soft formula glides on and feels freaking amazing. I don't know. I think to some people that's really appealing. To me, it comes off as kind of cringy, but I mean, you know, you take it for what it is, I guess. And yeah, just as an overview of ColourPop in general, they are a cruelty-free company based in Los Angeles. They now ship to Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, as well as the US, and there is free shipping to the US for orders that are $30 or more. And then also, if you are a new person to the website, or if you're just placing your first order, if you enter their mailing list, you do get $5 off of that order, which is basically, you know, a free lipstick or whatever. They offer lipsticks and lip pencils, which they call Lippie Stix and Lippy Pencils, which, again, I cringe as I have to say Lippie Stix. I really cringe. And then they also make their Super Shock shadow and pigments, so their eyeshadows, and then their Super Shock cheek products, which include bronzers, highlighters, and blushes. And they have done quite a few different collaborations with YouTubers like Kathleen Lights and Coffee Break with Danny, etc, etc. They made it very affordable for everybody. That's why, you know, everything is $5 to $8 as far as I know, the single things. Also, their FAQ is partially cringy and then also partially really helpful. Part of their FAQ are things like, what did they eat for breakfast? I don't think that was a frequently asked question, but great great to know. Also, they give you a way to fix your eyeshadow if you dropped it and broke it. Most of their products are vegan. There are a few of their products that are not vegan, but they have those listed out, so if you want to not get those, you don't have to. Since they are like a smaller company still and whatnot, shipping did take quite a long time, at least, you know, in comparison to other places. You know, if you order from Sephora or Ulta, I feel like you can pretty much expect your order in like 3 business days, including the weekend. I think it took like 9 days or something for my order to get to me. Granted, you know, it's going all the way from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, so, you know, just keep that in mind, I guess. And yeah, are we ready to look at these products? I know I am. So let's just sing the song before I forget. YouTube made me buy it, and now I'm gonna try it. Yeah. I'm gonna start with my cheek products here. So I've got 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. ColourPop, I don't know if you're ever gonna watch this video of mine, but one thing I think could definitely be improved is that the boxes that they come in don't have the shade written on them. It's very, very confusing. So, is it like the worst thing in the world? No, but it would be very helpful if the name was written on the box. One of the cheek products is already open here out of the box because this was one of the things that my friend April here sent me. From Blushing Biddies. I will have her channel linked down below. This is the shade Birthday Suit. So now you can see all of the ColourPop things except for their highlighters and I believe their bronzers have like this quilted pattern, and then it's like that squishy Play-Doh type of a feeling, like wet clay almost, and you just do that and it'll get you a little bit of pigment if you just push on it. The main way that you're gonna get pigment is by rubbing it. So you just rub it and ta-da. Birthday Suit is definitely more of a nude, everyday type of a shade. You know, nothing too special there, just a typical pink, but still very pretty. And this one is one of their matte cheek products, the shade Bonus. Oh my god, that is a crazy, crazy cheek color. I don't know how I'm gonna make that work, but I guess, you know, I'll figure it out. Next up, we've got the highlighters here. ColourPop just very recently came out with the highlighters and bronzers, so I think that was a very good addition to their line of products. This one I just couldn't pass up. This is in the shade Hippo, and oh my goodness, it's just like a lavender type of a shade. Ooh, yes! Oh, that is so right up my alley. Oh, Hippo, I will be putting you on my face today, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that is beautiful. And then last up here for highlighters, I would be lying if I said I didn't buy this one just because of the name. This is called Teascake, which I just, it's like nail polish. It's so cute. I couldn't not buy this. I've never rubbed cheesecake before, but the texture I bet would feel similar to a cheesecake. It's like a nice bronzy rose gold type of a color, but it's definitely got like a pink iridescence about it, so it's really pretty. Moving on to the eyeshadows, the 2 colors that my friend April sent to me are Hammered and So Quiche. I know So Quiche is like such a popular shade here on YouTube, but I'm gonna swatch Hammered first. This is a really, really, really sparkly, glittery forest olive green color. Dang, that's a whole heck of a lot of glitter. And up next we have So Quiche. Basically, So Quiche is a duochrome, and it is really very, very pretty. But it's that same kind of an olive green with that purple reflux. And then the eyeshadow that I got with my order, it was during their 1-year anniversary weekend or whatever, so this was just free with the order. I didn't have to buy this, which, hey, cool. So that's why it is in this pink package and it's got a little cupcake on it. So this was their birthday shade. They called it Birthday Girl. Just a really pretty standard kind of a golden barley type of a shade, I guess you could say. Very metallic. Very pretty. And then here's the Minx Society collaboration. Whenever they do collabs, it seems like they do a quad of shadows. It kind of stinks that they can't make a palette or anything, so that is one thing about ColourPop. Because of the formula of the shadows, the blushes, the everythings, they have to be in individual containers. So that's something, if you don't like having a ton of individual things clunking around, this is not going to be a brand for you. First off, we have Get Lucky, and this is in an extra metallic color. So it looks like a nice gold shade. Very pretty, very nice. And next up we have On the Rocks. I feel like this is another shade that is quite popular here on YouTube. It is a really pretty warm red-toned brown. Ooh, oh my god, that is gorgeous. Ooh, I wonder if you could see, there is purple glitter in this one. It's really subtle. But can you see it? Is my camera picking that up at all? It's purple! And next up we have a pearlized shade. This is called Girly. That definitely has like a purple iridescence going through it. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but it is a really heavy pearl. And last up we have got Roulette. And this is a matte shade. It looks like black. Scary! This is not gonna come off my hand, I bet you a lot. This video is gonna be 8 years long. I'm so sorry. Because now we're moving on to the lip products. Woo! Alright, so at least with their Lippie Stix and Lippy Pencil here, I'm not ever gonna be able to say that without cringing. They smartened up and they put the name on the box there. So there. So that's nice. Good move, ColourPop. You should do that on your other boxes too. So we have Bound, Julep, and Frida. Frida is one that Coffee Break with Danny did with ColourPop. So those are all different finishes. There's a cream, a glossy, and a satin. And then the Lippie Stix that I got are Fern and Lumiere. So this is another cream and then a matte shade. And Lumiere was the collaboration with Kathleen Lights, I think. No? That's okay. Alright, so that was a process. So those are very tightly packaged. I feel like I had to Chinese finger trap myself on that one. And the paper that they include in there just has the ingredients of all the different formulas of Lippie Stix. So the Lippie Stix packaging is pretty much the same or matching to the eyeshadows and whatnot. You know, just white packaging, white plastic packaging, and then thankfully, or nicely, they labeled the bottoms and that has the color and finish on them. Scent-wise, these have that vanilla. It's a very, very sweet vanilla buttercream kind of a scent. So we have Bound, which is the glossy, Frida, which is the satin, Lumiere, which is the matte, and then Julep and Fern, which are both creams. I don't know, side by side the finish doesn't seem too different, but I guess we shall see on the lips. And then I also got Lippy Pencil, because I hear these are the shit, pardon my language, and this is in Fancy. So it looks like you do have to sharpen these with an actual sharpener, but that went on really, really nice and smooth, so there's Fancy for ya. Alright, so that only took about 800 years, but now that we've been through the products, let's put them on my face, shall we? So as you can see, all I have on is foundation, concealer, and then my contour, bronzer, whatever you're gonna want to call it, and my brows. I'm just going to prime my lids. Now I have heard that these shadows definitely need a primer, which I don't doubt in the slightest. I hear they make a creasy mess if you do not prime, so since my lids are very prone to creasing, I'm just gonna put on my favorite eyeshadow primer, and then I guess I'm just gonna get to it. I'm gonna be using Get Lucky all over my lid today. I was gonna use the Birthday Girl shade, but I figure I should use something that everyone can get their hands on. Do you guys want to be even close So there it is, just a nice concentrated wash across the lids. I'm just gonna take a little bit of hammered, so put this on the outside part of my lid. Right, so there you go. It looks like these blended really nicely into each other, so that's nice, at least with the finger so far. And then I'm just going to take an e.l.f. Studio eyeshadow contour brush, and I'm going to use On the Rocks. I'm going to put this through my crease. See the brush payoff. It looks like practically nothing. Okay, so there that is in the crease there. Just gonna blend that out a little bit. There. Much better. And then, because I'm insecure, I know I have a lot of shimmer on my eyes already, but I'm gonna go ahead and put Girly in the inner corner for a highlight, just to warm things up there. Ta-da! So now that the eyes are done, I think, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be using Birthday Suit, and I'm just gonna put this on my cheeks with my finger. It seems like the right thing to do. I don't know why. It just seems better than a brush. Can you even tell? I mean, it is on there. No blush? Blush. Right, so blush is on. Ta-da, ta-da. Now the part that I am most excited about, we're gonna put Hippo on my cheeks. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm a fairy. I'm a fairy. So pretty. Ah, the prettiest fairy of hippos. Oh, I went a little crazy on that side, but I don't care. I'm a hippo fairy. Oh, something about highlighter, you guys. It just gets me all sorts of excited. So there you go, from far away. There we've got everything on the eyes and the cheeks. I haven't decided, I don't think, what I'm wearing yet, so I'm not going to put on lipstick yet, but I am going to go and do something with my hair, put on my street clothes, and then I will be back and we will put on a lipstick together. So I'll see you in just a second here on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Oh my gosh, okay, so it's like 800 degrees. I need to get going, so I'm going to go ahead and just put on Frida. It seems like the safest bet. So, zoom me on in here. It's just a nice kind of neutral salmon peach color. There you go, there is Frida on the lips. It really did apply true to color there in the tube. It's got a satin finish just like it said it would. It went on really nice and creamy, and I think it looks good. Very comfortable, not too thick, not too thin. And there we go, there's my ColourPop face for today. So, I've just got a typical day, I've got a couple errands to run, and then I'm just going to be at work. All day, 10 hours. So, you know, we will have ample time to test out and see how these things last. Like I said, it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside, so we will see. Do they melt off? Do they crease? Do they fade? Do they this? Do they that? We shall see. It is currently 10:13 in the morning. I will just check in with you guys probably whenever my first break is at work, so I will just see you then. Bye! Hey guys, alright, So I'm just checking in really quick here. I've got to get back to work, but here you go. Here's the makeup. I haven't had a chance to look at it myself even. I mean, I think the highlighter and blush are still there. Oh, look at those creases though. And I used a really good primer. And there's the lips. They are starting to look a little patchy. So I am just gonna go and reapply. There you go. It does look like it reapplies well over itself. Currently 6:15 on the dot, kind of. I'm just gonna get back to work here, so I will check in with you all at the very end of the night. Bye! Drink all of the wine. I can't stop listening to that song lately. Those aren't the words, but you know, in sync, a little throwback. I can't. I was thinking I was gonna think of the title of the song, but I actually don't remember the title of the song. And yes, I have a stuffed animal dinosaur in my shirt because I was looking at the footage from earlier this morning and I just look hella naked. So I figure if anything, peekaboo, no cleavage for you. Anyways, so I'm tired. I'm sure you can tell. I'm ready to take my makeup off. I'm ready to go to bed. I was ready to do all of that like hours ago, but why? Why would I do that when I can do other things? Other very important things like drink all of the wine and do my cross stitch and watch Trisha Paytas. I mean, those are like bestest things to do anytime, really. So it is currently 1:52 in the morning. Hello. Yeah. Alright, so I mean, you saw. Sorry, I know my eyes are like ultra bloodshot, but there you go. There's the remnants. It's basically nothing. The lips? I mean, there's still some there, right? And blush and highlighter. I don't think you're gonna be able to tell in this lighting, but they're definitely there. So overall, how do I feel about ColourPop? Well, conflicted. Let's see, let's go over things here. Eyeshadow. It was really pretty, right? I'm curious to see. I know some people say that these eyeshadows don't crease on them at all, but they also say that they don't have oily lids. I don't have like ultra oily lids, but I mean enough where it does make things crease. The primer that I used, it's this one. It's my favorite one. This is my Holy Grail eyeshadow primer from the Balm. If I have this on, nothing goes anywhere. I have a blog post on it. It's old, but it has pictures. So if you want to check that out, I will leave that link down below for you. Even with that ultra fantastic primer underneath, still creased. Would this have happened if I had done the primer and then like a Maybelline color tattoo? I don't know. I'll have to test these things, and I will probably let you all know at the end of the month in a Best and Worst of Beauty or whatever, like I tend to do. But I think the fact that you need to use your fingers for the best color payoff is a huge downfall for these eyeshadows, because if you really want to do a look, like get things in your crease and like, you know, liner type things or whatever, you need to use a brush. But the brush doesn't really pick up enough pigment to really make it pop. You've got to like go in there a bunch of times. And at that point it's like, I'm just gonna use another freaking eyeshadow, you know? Another downfall is that these are all in singular little pots. For someone like me who likes to be organized, you know, nail polish racks, all that good stuff, this is a nightmare. So I don't know how I'm gonna store all this stuff. Thankfully I'm moving in like a week, so I can figure it out then. However, like I said, the colors are gorgeous, and a lot of them really do have those really pretty duochromes or a little bit of a pearl to them. So I think there are certain shades where it could be fun to have those in your collection, like an all over the lid color, or even something like an inner corner highlight, you know, because you can just take your finger and dab it in. Those types of colors, I say go for it. Have a ham, go ham. I don't eat ham, buy the eyeshadows, you know, if those are your intentions. But otherwise, if you're looking for like crease colors, transition colors, those sorts of things, I think your money is much better spent on a palette like this one from Stila, which I guess I shouldn't be showing because, you know, I don't think they make it anymore. I know one of the shadows is busted. Just buy one of these and this will work great. I'm sure these types of things will work great with these eyeshadows, but some people would rather just have a palette and be done instead of having to open up a pot, use that as the all over lid color, then open up a palette to finish things off. So there's the eyeshadows for you. The blushes and highlighters. I say yay on the highlighter. That color Hippo is beautiful, and you know, with the way that the formula is, you know, where you can just wiki in there and pat it on, easy peasy, stays a good amount of time, very good amount of time, really, let's be honest. It's been a very long and sweaty day. The blush, I don't know. The one that I used today was very much a neutral shade, as you saw. It's the Galileo hair. It was a very neutral shade, and so it was really kind of hard to build up that color because the payoff seemed to be really sheer with that one. However, I know with the shade Bonus that I purchased, that really brighter matte color or whatever, that seemed to have really good payoff, so I'm sure that would be a lot easier to use on the cheeks. But I mean, I just think it's easier to have like powder blush, swirl your brush in, and push it on your, do you push it? You do that on your face, and then you're good to go. You know, I think other blushes are better. Same, I mean, I didn't try a bronzer, but I can't even imagine using a bronzer with my fingers. So, I mean, that's up to you. Now, when it comes to the lip product, it's a fine lip product. I don't think it's anything to go bananas over, especially because I've seen videos where people break it down, you know, like the amount that you get in these Lippie Stix compared to like a normal drugstore lipstick. So like comparing a Lippie Stick from ColourPop to like a NYX lipstick. Really, ColourPop is super ripping you off for those Lippie Stix. So I can't really say, yes, go buy them. But, you know, it's all up to you. If you really like one of the colors, who am I to tell you no? You know what I mean? The wear and everything, super average. Like said, I think the NYX lipstick is a really good comparison because it performs pretty much exactly the same. So, there we go. My ColourPop review. Very, very mixed. I'm pretty sure it's also going to be very, very long. I hope you don't mind. I just had a lot to show you and a lot to talk about and a lot of hype to figure out and sort through. I had to get my filing done. I'm glad it was did. I guess as a quick recap, my recommendations would be all over the lid eyeshadow colors and a highlighter. That's it. But I mean, really, you guys, you do what you want. That's the whole point of these reviews. You see the products, you see how they performed on me, and then you can use that amongst other videos and knowledge sources, and you can make an educated decision based off of those things. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope you found it helpful, and until next time, just stay well until then. Bye! Bye!
I went to a club.